Hello, Class 5. Today we'll start with the eighth chapter of Social Studies, that is, Latitudes and Longitudes. The theme of this chapter is the Earth and its geographical features. Now, the things that we will cover in this chapter are we'll talk about latitude, longitude, calculating time, and locating places. Now, in this chapter, we'll talk about imaginary lines. Imaginary lines are latitudes and longitudes. Now, as you know, it is very difficult for us to locate places. Fine. That is, where on earth this place is located or on which side. Okay. Either on the north, either on the south, east, or west. The same difficulty was faced in earlier times as well. Suppose if I'll make you stand at one place, to a very unknown place, okay, and if I'll ask you to find it out that in which direction you're standing or in which place you're standing at this moment, will you be able to locate? No. So even in earlier days it was very difficult for the people to locate places. They could not locate the accurate point of any place on earth. Okay, so we'll see how latitudes and longitudes help them to locate the places. Okay, so we'll look into the chapter. It says, look at the picture of the globe carefully. I hope everyone have seen globe. I hope you must have seen the globe. Okay, so we'll look what it says. In order to study the realms of the earth and the location of land masses, geographers and cartographers developed important tools like the globe. Now, who are geographers? The geographers are expert. They're expert in the study of physical features of the earth. They study about the earth. Okay, and cartographers, they draw the maps. Now, a globe is a small model of the earth. Now, we all know that the globe is a true model of the earth. It shows the shape and location of continents, oceans, countries, and important cities. Now, what does this globe show us? It show us the small model of the earth. It shows the shape and the location of various continents, various oceans, countries, and important cities. Everything is written in the globe. It locates all those places and it tells the shape of those places. Now, but you know that it is not possible to mark all the places on it. Though globe is the model of the earth, but it is not possible to mark all the places on it. Now, geographers, what happened? They realized that by drawing imaginary lines on globes and maps, it would be easier to locate places. Now, just simply taking a globe and writing the names of the places would not make easy for the people to locate places. So, what this geographers they did, they draw and imaginary lines on the globes and maps. Why did they do those imaginary lines? So that it would be easy for us to locate different places. Thus, these imaginary lines are called latitudes and longitudes. Now, the earth is roughly spherical in shape. It rotates on its axis and is titled at an angle of 23.5 degrees. The globe is also designed in a similar manner. Now, the question arises why it is known as imaginary lines when we are talking about latitudes and longitudes. So here the question arises that why latitudes and longitudes are known as imaginary lines, and what do you understand by imaginary lines? So the question that I asked you, that why latitudes and longitudes are known as imaginary lines, it is because it does not appear on the surface of the earth. That means it does not exist. It can be only seen in the globes and maps. Okay, that is known as imaginary lines. Okay, we'll move further. The northernmost point of the axis is called the North Pole and is marked as 90 degrees north, and the southernmost point is called the South Pole, marked as 90 degrees south. The imaginary line that divides the earth into two halves is called the equator. Now, if you see the drawing over here, this is your globe. Okay, this is your earth. Now, the imaginary that divides the earth into two halves. Read this. The imaginary lines that divide the earth into two halves is called equator. So as you can see in the picture, if this is your earth, this is round in shape, earth is round in shape, we know that. Now if you see closely, it is divided into two parts. One is this side, upper side, and one is on the lower side. Okay, now here this one is 90 degree north. The upper one is 90 degree north, the first half, and the second half is 90 degree south. That is in the south pole, and this is in the north pole. Now, these two are divided into equal halves. And when an imaginary line is divided into two halves, that is known as equator. Okay? Now, we'll move further. Parallels of latitude. Okay, children, let's understand parallels of latitude. If you take a closer look at the globe, you will see many horizontal lines running parallel to the equator. These are called the parallels of latitude, and they run parallel to each other. They have equal distance between them. Now, if you must have seen the globe, you would see many lines are drawn. Okay, many horizontal lines running parallel to equator. If you see these lines, you can see over here the lines. Okay, now it says that these are called parallels of latitude. Now these lines are called parallels of latitude, and they run parallel to each other. They are parallel to each other. Okay, and they have equal distance between them. The distance from here to here is same, from here to here is same, from here to here is equal. Okay, now the length of these lines keeps decreasing as we move from the equator towards the poles. The distance around the earth is measured in degrees, and the latitudes are numbered from 0 degree to 90 degree. Now children, the equator, the equator is the largest latitude. Okay, the latitude, it says that it keeps decreasing as they move northwards and southwards from the equator. And at one point, what happened when they reach to the north pole to south pole, the size reduces to dot, this dot. Okay, and the distance around the earth is measured in degrees. And how the distance is measured? The distance is measured in degrees, and the latitudes are numbered from 0 degree to 90 degree. If suppose from here, this half to this, from here to here, it is 90 degrees. So it will start from 0 degree to 90 degree. So, and similarly here also 0 degree to 90 degree. Okay, this is how it is measured. The equator is the 0 degree latitude. Other lines of latitude are marked with the degree measure along with either the letter N or S, indicating whether they are located in the northern or southern hemisphere. There are in total 180 parallels of latitude. Now, all the lines that you see over here, they have been given numbers. Okay, and along with those numbers, they are given letter N or S. This letter N or S. Now, this N or S, it says whether it is northern hemisphere or whether it is southern hemisphere. For example, if you can see over here in the picture, this is your these are the important lines of latitudes. Okay, so as you can see the line 66 degree, 66 and a half degree north, 23 and a half degree north, then equator is 0 degree, then 23 degrees 23 and a half degrees south, then again 66 and a half degree south. Now the total number of latitudes is 180. Okay, the total number of latitude. How many parallels of latitude are there? The total number of parallels of latitude are 180. How come 180? This half is of 90 and this half is of 90. Northern hemisphere is 90, southern hemisphere is 90. So if you calculate 90 plus 90, it will make 180. So there are 180 parallels of latitude. Okay. So I hope so far you have understood. Next is we will study about important latitudes. Some important parallels of latitudes are now important parallels of latitudes. Now we'll come across the names of the latitude. The parallels of latitude will they have the different names and we'll study about those names. Now, the first is equator. It is the 0 degree latitude which divide the earth into two equal parts. It is the biggest latitude. Equator, we have already studied, it is the most important latitude and it divides the earth into two equal halves. As you can see over here, this one and this one. This division is known as equator. Okay, now next is Tropic of Cancer, located in the northern hemisphere. Okay, so Tropic of Cancer, it says that it is located in the northern hemisphere. This latitude is marked at 23 and a half degree north from the equator. Now, the latitudes have different names. Okay, the lines which you see over here, they are named differently. So, if this is your equator, okay, this part is your north and from here it is your south. So this Tropic of Cancer is 23 and a half degree north. Okay, now Tropic of Capricorn, it is similar to the Tropic of Cancer but it lies in the southern hemisphere at a distance of 23 and a half degrees south from the equator. Now Tropic of Capricorn, it is, what is the degree of Tropic of Capricorn? 23 and a half degree south. It belongs to southern hemisphere and this is the distance from the equator. From here to here the distance is 23 and a half degree south. Now Arctic Circle. The Arctic Circle lies at a distance of 66.5 degree north from the equator in the northern hemisphere. Now, the distance of Arctic Circle lies at the distance of 66.5 degree from equator to Arctic Circle. The distance is 66.5 degree north. That means it lies in the northern hemisphere. Now, Antarctic Circle. It is similar to the Arctic Circle, but it lies at a distance of 66.5 degrees south from the equator in the southern hemisphere. Now, Antarctic Circle is similar to Arctic Circle, but it is in southern hemisphere with the same distance, that is 66.5 degree south to southern hemisphere. Okay. Okay, so today we'll study till here. So we'll do a quick revision of what we have studied. So we started with latitudes and longitudes. We studied about globe. What did we study? We studied that latitudes and longitudes are the imaginary lines. Okay, they do not appear on the surface of the earth, but it can be only seen in globes and maps. And why the imaginary lines were drawn? So that people can locate the places, the different places. And what is the use of globe? A globe is a small model of the earth. It shows the shape and location of continents, oceans, countries, and important cities. We also studied about latitudes and the important latitudes, that is equator, tropic of Cancer, tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle, and Antarctic Circle. The equator, it divides the earth into two equal halves. Okay, that is known as equator. The first half is known as the north and the second half is known as the south, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. There are total how many parallels of latitude? The number of parallels of latitudes are 180. 90 north and 90 south. Together it makes it 180. So today we'll study till here. I hope you're clear with this chapter. If you have any doubt regarding till here, you can ask through WhatsApp. Till then, take care. Thank you.